Imagine you woke up tomorrow with nothing. No savings, no investments, no safety net, just your income and whatever you know about money. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact order I'd rebuild everything in, starting from zero, using the same steps that quietly turn ordinary paychecks into real wealth. Not luck, not a hot stock, a plan you could start today. Here's the uncomfortable truth almost nobody tells you. Building wealth from scratch isn't about how much you make. It's about the order you do things in. Do the right moves in the wrong order and you stay stuck for years. Do them in the right order and money starts to feel almost automatic. So let's walk through it, step by step, exactly the way I'd do it if I had to start over with nothing. Step 1. Before I invest a single dollar, I buy myself breathing room. I'd set aside one small cushion, even just a few $100s to start, so that the next flat tire or surprise bill doesn't send me straight into debt. This isn't the exciting part, I know, but this little buffer is what stops the whole plan from collapsing the first time life goes sideways. Without it, one bad week wipes out months of progress. With it, you stay in the game. Stability first, always. You can't build anything tall on a foundation that keeps cracking, and real quick, before we go further, if this is already useful, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who are trying to figure this exact thing out, and it's the only thing I'll ever ask you for. Step 2. Now, I attack high-interest debt like it's on fire. Credit cards, payday loans, anything charging me a painful interest rate. That gets crushed before I think about investing. Here's why. If a card is charging me 20+%, paying it off is a guaranteed return of 20+%. No investment on earth reliably promises that. So while debt like that exists, my best possible investment is simply making it disappear. I'd list every balance, throw everything extra at the highest rate one first, then roll that payment on to the next. Every debt I kill frees up cash flow, and cash flow is the fuel for everything that comes next. Step 3. Once the expensive debt is gone, I automate the boring engine that actually builds wealth, paying myself first. The day money hits my account, a fixed slice moves out automatically, into savings, into investing, before I'm allowed to touch it. Most people try to save whatever is left at the end of the month, and somehow there's never anything left. So I flip it. I save first and spend what remains. Even a small percentage works, as long as it's automatic and it happens every single time I get paid. Discipline is unreliable. Automation isn't. You want your wealth to grow even on the days you forget it exists. Step 4. Now, and only now, I invest. And I keep it embarrassingly simple. Starting from zero, I'm not trying to pick the one magic company that makes me rich. I'd buy the whole market instead. Broad, low-cost index funds that hold hundreds of companies at once. When you buy the whole market, you stop betting on a single winner and start owning the entire game. It's boring. It's also exactly how a huge number of quiet millionaires actually got there. The goal here isn't to be clever. The goal is to show up, buy consistently, and let time do the heavy lifting. Step 5. As my money starts to grow, I protect the downside. Getting rich slowly only works if you don't get wiped out along the way, so I make sure I'm not one emergency away from losing everything. The right basic insurance, a fuller emergency fund as my life gets more expensive, and a simple rule. Never risk money I can't afford to lose. The wealthiest investors aren't the ones who swing the hardest. They're the ones who refuse to blow up. Protecting what you've built is just as important as building it. Step 6. Then I focus on growing the shovel. You can only budget so far down. There's a floor. But your income has no ceiling. So I'd invest in skills that make me more valuable, ask for the raise, build the side income, become genuinely better at what people will pay for. Because here's the thing. The bigger your shovel, the faster you can fill the hole. Cutting your spending protects the wealth you have. Growing your income is what accelerates the wealth you're building. You need both, but never forget the second one. And step 7. The payoff. This is where the magic finally shows up. Once the boring machine is running, compounding takes over. Picture investing a few $100s a month consistently and leaving it alone. In the early years, it feels almost pointless. The numbers barely move. But give it 15, 20, 30 years, and that steady, unremarkable habit can quietly grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not because you timed anything perfectly, because you started, you stayed consistent, and you let time compound in your favor. The single biggest advantage in building wealth isn't a high salary or a genius pick. It's time. And the earlier you start, the more of it you get. So look at the whole path again. Stability. Then kill the expensive debt. Then automate paying yourself first. Then buy the whole market. Protect the downside. Grow your income. And let compounding finish the job. Notice that not one of those steps requires you to be rich already, or lucky, or a financial genius. Every single one is available to you starting today, right where you are, with whatever you currently have. That's the part that should give you hope. The system isn't hidden, it's just quiet. And quiet things are easy to ignore. If this gave you a clearer picture of how to actually build from zero, do two quick things for me. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up, and grab the free net worth tracker I keep linked for you so you can see exactly where you stand and watch these numbers move. Watching the progress is what keeps you going. Remember, this channel is for education only, and it is not financial advice. Your situation is your own, so make it yours. Now I want to hear from you. If you were starting completely over from zero tomorrow, which of these 7 steps would be the hardest for you to actually stick to? Step 1 through step 7? Drop the number in the comments and tell me why. I read every single one, and I think you'll be surprised how many people are stuck on the exact same step as you.